think the stat is currently at 40% of the global carbon emissions come from buildings itself. And new buildings are being built right now. About half of its emissions over 60 years come from energy, and the other half of its emissions come from the building materials itself. So it's something, the building materials side of things is something that no one really thinks too much about. Why does like the concrete that we use, why does the drywall, insulation, why do these elements contribute so much to the carbon emissions? It's that entire kind of emissions process is called embodied carbon, which is where our company first started off in. So embodied carbon was kind of what is the carbon emissions of your building materials from the time it takes to manufacture, produce, refine these materials to the energy it takes to bring them to site and kind of install them into your building. And things such as concrete was so carbon intensive. And if you want to meet our climate goals and in order to kind of reduce the overall greenhouse gas emissions in the atmosphere, we need to procure better materials. And by better materials, I mean materials that are better for the environment once they're kind of thrown into landfills, materials that are better and faster to kind of build and procure onto the site, or building materials that just kind of sequester carbon and kind of suck up the carbon emissions from the atmosphere. So there's this huge kind of need for better, more sustainable materials and that actually being implemented into your buildings, which is a huge challenge right now.